After a blissful day exploring the Kruger National Park with my guide Bonga, it was time for me to cook up a dish made up of two of my favourite things.
Where's Box Chef? Ooh, jeez. Just so you know, on camera, there's a big fall there. Okay, let's just do this. Rooibos is the magical native South African ingredient, usually reserved for the teacup, but today it's destined for my crème brûlée. And when you're cooking somewhere like here at Kruger Shalati, it is both aptly a surprising ingredient, but also a very brilliant ingredient to use too. The first thing we're gonna do is infuse some cream with this rooibos. So a pot of cream. The other ingredient I'm gonna use is some vanilla bean. And as soon as this cream comes to a boil, you want to turn off the heat. Now you could use some electric beaters here, but there's nothing wrong with a bit of manual work. So we need 6 egg yolks in here, some caster sugar, always with a pinch of salt. We're just going to whisk those. So either get someone else to help you or just get an arm workout. Just going to help with the spritzing. Whew. Actually, it's quite hard work. Okay, as soon as that's nice and pale, just pour over that infused cream. And then just using a spatula, press down on those rooibos tea bags. Rooibos has kind of a naturally sweet, but also a bit of a nutty flavor, which just goes so well with the crème brûlée. And so these egg yolks have now been kind of tempered, and we're gonna cook them through entirely by baking this in the oven. And now get every last drop. And now to ensure that that custard bakes really gently, I'm just gonna add some water to the pan here. And there's just a really nice even cook. Into the oven at 130 degrees for about 30 minutes until they just set in the center. Now to go with the crème brûlées, they're perfect by themselves. Did you hear that? That is a big hippo. With the crème brûlées, I'm gonna be doing a really crispy and easy chocolate shortbread. You definitely want some crème brûlée. I'm gonna be doing a very easy shortbread, which has been spiked with a lot of cocoa. It's gonna kind of provide a bit of crunch, which you can dip into that crème brûlée. So very soft butter, and just gonna go in with some caster sugar. And that is pretty much all the hard work. Some plain flour, a decent amount of cocoa, and some salt flakes. And now fold through all those ingredients. Just get your hands in there and start to knead that mixture and bring it into a dough. And the trick so it doesn't stick is get another piece of baking paper and then just press everything down. And now the joy of being in the bush is that I get to choose my implements. I think I'm gonna go the bigger guy and just roll this out until it's about 1/2 centimeter thick. This thing is ridiculous. Look at this. This is gonna go in the oven for about 12 minutes at 180. And as soon as it's out the oven, the crème brûlées will be ready too. Okay, so I've got this beautiful chocolate shortbread, and the only thing better than this chocolate shortbread is that incredible view. Look at that! It almost looks like it's a fake background. The crème brûlées have set beautifully in the oven, and then I've put them in the fridge. And now we have the really fun bit. We get to brûlée the tops. You're gonna have to have a blowtorch for this, but I think that's half the fun of making a crème brûlée. Get about a tablespoon of caster sugar on top. Make sure there's no kids around. We're gonna get some flames. And now be in quick slashy is not a word. So in quick movements, just go across the sugar, and that way you're not gonna burn it. And you're gonna get that deep brown golden color, and that means flavor. Now these crème brûlées have a South African twist on them, so I'm definitely gonna need a South African chef to give them a tick of approval. Chef Vusi is the incredible chef who works here at Kruger Shalati and has made some amazing meals, so I know you'll be able to tell me whether I've passed the test in terms of South African desserts.
They look amazing. Almost too perfect to eat.
The mark of a good crème brûlée is the smash. You go first. Okay, tell me what you think.
Amazing. It screams rooibos. Absolutely delicious.
Bitterness from the chocolate, bitterness from that burnt sugar, and then the rooibos just sings South Africa.
That's just a combination.
Thank you,
Well done, Chef. Congratulations.
There is something about cracking into a brûlée, the thrill of smashing the candied layer, then exposing a luscious and sweet filling. The rooibos providing a brilliant backing track to a creamy dessert. And as the African sunset does its thing, the train on the bridge stands in all its glory. And I'm pretty excited to see what pictures will be painted through my carriage window tomorrow.